hard to see from here, but I'll try to zoom in straight through the barn on the back side. And just count all of the deer who've walked up into the pasture. I count 9 that I can see pretty easily. And oh my goodness, and there's babies amongst them. I see little fawns. Oh, how cute. I don't know if you can see the little one or not, right in the center of your screen, right there. So that's good. The babies are being born, and now they've reached an age where they can kind of get out and graze along with their parents. That's beautiful. We're going to turn our attention to what's going on over here in our pastures. Let's walk over and have us a peek at our cows. Let's see what everyone's up to this morning. We're going to pay... Oh, Lord. Well, I don't know. I may have to make a pit stop first and drop off a bite to eat for that one right there. She looks like she's revving to go. Girl got to eat, y'all. That girl got to eat. Let me close the door to the RV. You girls gonna be in or out? Okay, y'all gonna stay in? Okay. Girls are gonna stay in. That's fine. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I'm trying to see if I can locate Jezebel. She's the one that I saw yesterday afternoon off by herself. Now, the thing about Jezebel, she goes off alone quite a bit. So you really can't take anything that Jezebel does to mean a whole lot as far as alone time. I see Danny inside the barn. I know, guys, that sun glare is making it to where you can't hardly see anything. But it's a beautiful sunrise. And let's see if we can walk around. Okay, I see Jezebel now. Jezebel is out in the high grass here, but she is with the other cows. I have to come out and pick all the football camp stuff up. Hey, Mr. Roman, Miss Rita, and of course there's old Pigpen. There's old Gemma. I'm coming out there, guys. I'm making my way. I'm making my way over. Hey, Chucky Poo. I was saying that I'll have to get over here and pick up all of the things that we were using for our football camp. Now that Lex is back to his mom's, school starts for him this week. This will also be the week that I make some moves with the cows. We're going to be moving some of the cows out back. Now, I've talked a little bit about it, but I've not gone into any detail about who's going to go where. But I have some ideas that I'm going to possibly put into action. I don't want to say a whole lot now because I may end up changing my mind. But I do think we need to keep our bulls apart. So no matter what, bulls will stay separated. But I am very much considering using that middle horse pasture, which has a pretty good fence along the back of it, as kind of a place for our gladiators. We'll call them gladiators. I like that age. That's a good name for the wild and crazy ones. And it would be all of the cows that I do not want to have any access to bulls. I want bulls nowhere around them. And with the situations that we had with, I'm trying to latch the gate here, guys. The situation that we had with both Ruby and Danny, I really think that we might want to reconsider and think really long and hard about when we actually let our gladiators with our bulls, and possibly wait longer than the usual 15 months to 2 years to allow them to start breeding. I don't know this for a fact, but it might very well be possible that the issues we had, Danny and Ruby and their calving, was because they were just so small framed. They were not big enough. Hey, Prince Willie Joe, I hope that you're gonna be sweet. I don't picture you as a mean guy. Oh, Lord. Loretta Lynn, come here to me. Guys, let me help sweet Loretta. Loretta, what you got on you? Loretta. So in saying so, just imagine for a moment that we have let me picture a few. Well, Amber, Norma Jean, Serenity, Jenny Lane. Hi, my beautiful. I did not bring any muffins out, okay? Calamity Jane. There's a group of 5 or 6 who I want nowhere around our bulls. I may have forgotten a few. And so I do think that with having a 15-acre horse pasture, those 5 or 6 could be fine. Anyway, I'm just really thinking out loud more than anything else. Just thinking out loud so you all can hear my thought processes. My thought processes. Does that make me sound smart when I say it like that? My thought processes. I don't want you guys to get so lost and caught up in the potential and, well, let's just say probable changes that I'm working on, that you lose sight of the bigger picture. And the bigger picture in all of this is that we have to find a way to continue to make this ranch property the best. We're trying to build our brand here, and I will say that even though we had a wonderful year last year, which was our first real breeding year here, this year we are off to a little bit of a rocky start. And I'm going to be the first one to, to take the blame. Anytime that you have animals dropping calves through miscarriage, or when you have to pull them, or, I mean, there has to be a root cause, guys. There has to be a root cause. And if our mission has always been about animal safety, and we do everything that we can to make sure that our bloodlines remain pure and that our animals end up with the best possible life, forever life, a forever home with us, most of them. And for those that will end up leaving here, we want them to go to the right forever home. So we have to do things right. Not sometimes, not most of the time, but always. And that means that we have to sometimes take a long, hard look at ourselves and figure out what's working and what's not. And then make changes. You talk to your vets, and you make sure that everybody's up on their vaccinations and inoculations, your water supply. You don't have a bad weed. When I say bad, I mean something that is hurting the cows on the insides. We're constantly walking behind them, making sure their tummies are good. We don't like to see, different signs. You don't want to see signs of dehydration. And you guys who've been around for a while know all the things that we do to keep check on our animals, the telltale signs of inner health that are obvious. And it's like, even after all of that, you have issues. So I really do have some ideas that I want to work on that I think is going to help us a lot. I'm going to ask you to be patient and allow me until at least tomorrow to detail and outline everything. And then after that video tomorrow, by all means, take your shots at letting me know your thoughts, either in support or not. I'm a grown man, I can handle it. We just ask that that in your thoughts or in your opinions, you find a way to be respectful and polite and kind in saying and sharing your ideas. We want to make sure that the page is an outlet for you guys to voice your concerns and to be heard. Please don't take that away from everybody. There are more and more channels who are turning comments off. They're just resorting to saying, you know what, we're not going to have the comments. We'll still put out the content. It's not going to make a lick bit of difference to YouTube if comments are turned on or turned off. But we just feel like when you turn off comments, you take away people's voices. And we're trying not to do that. And so we absolutely encourage you to share ideas, especially if you have a concern. But just remember that there is a right and a wrong way to say everything. And if you've not learned that in life, then it's probable that you've always struggled at work and at school and at church and in every social situation, because you have to learn how to talk to people. And there's no difference in the way you comment on a video. All right, well, I have other jobs to get done. You guys come with me. We have to load hay for the horses over at the Longhorn Lester property. So let's knock that out real fast. Something else that we're trying to help people understand is the importance of, if you're going to put a critical comment, that's completely fine, but you have to watch the video long enough to see if we address that comment first, because there's nothing more unbecoming of the commenter, which would be you, saying what your thoughts are if in fact you stop watching the video at 2 minutes and at the 5-minute mark we address that exact same topic. It makes you look foolish. And remember, this is, your name is attached to your comment, okay? You may not give a rat's ass about what people think about you, but you don't want to come off as that way. So it would be wise that before you ever put a critical comment, especially, being polite to someone costs nothing, and you can do that in a second flat. But if you're going to be critical, then it's really important that you come in with an argument. And it looks dumb if you come into an argument that was actually already discussed in that exact same video. I hope that makes sense to you all. Another example that's very recent is the day that we made the video about the birth of our little bull calf. In that exact same video, at some point, I told you the calf's name. I said it plain as day. I even posted it, and I even explained why I named him that. And I could bet you that there were probably 100 comments and probably double that number of emails that came to my personal email box of your name suggestions. Not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. But, you know, some things you can't help but you kind of roll your eyes at, saying, I've already named this bull, and I told everyone what his name is and why I named him. And yet here come the emails and the comments about your name suggestion. Oh, no, you don't. Hey, sweet baby, Daddy loves you, and I'm so happy you're staying away from that riffraff, okay? I am so happy that you're staying away from that riffraff. In case you guys are wondering why the horses are out back, well, guess what? That will be a big part of tomorrow's video. So you're gonna have to, instead of being so critical about the horses being out back, just let me explain why they're out back, because I can promise you one thing, they're a lot safer right here than they would be in their own pasture right now. And all that's gonna be in tomorrow's video. It is about safety. Part of our brand is safety, guys. That is what makes our brand unique. Putting animals first. Don't get all upset about us putting animals first. Friends, we want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video and for putting up with all of the antics of the channels. I want to thank you guys for being so kind and understanding and gracious in allowing us to do what we do without being too judgmental. I want to also thank our moderators. I don't give them enough credit. I think it's important that your moderators share the same vision for the channel, and that it's a community that we're trying to build here and uphold. And in that, we're just so very blessed for the most wonderful moderators I think that I've seen on any channel. But thank y'all for watching. We love you so much. We're super blessed to have you guys. And we really do hope to see you on the next video.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.